My Pokè Peeps, so I'm finally back. Sorry I've been gone for so long. I've just had some personal things I've been dealing with, but I'm back and hope you're all doing well in this bit of a crisis time. Understanding a lot of people are on lockdown, I'm lucky enough to still have my job in the pharmacy, so I have been fairly busy. Though with everything being a little bit focused towards coronavirus at the moment, or COVID-19, whatever you want to call it, I've done a bit of a coronavirus themed team, so let's have a see at what I've done. Alrighty guys, so as you can see we have our nucleus, which is going to be our corona, which probably could have been called COVID-19 now. But when I did actually make this team, it was a little bit ago, I've just taken a while to film it. It's a very basically strong set, so Life Orb, Regenerator. I really felt like I needed the Regenerator on this team, just as a little bit more help in terms of longevity of Pokemon. So I know normally you'd be seeing that with the Magic Guard, but I didn't find it was working as well as I wanted it to. Then we just got a little bit of coverage there. Energy Ball, Flash Cannon, Psychic, and Shadow Ball. Psychic typing in UU is actually really OP at the moment. There's a lot of biting and poison types, which this obviously takes advantage of. Then we've got our Galarian Wheezing. I didn't know what to call it, but spread. I don't know. It's a noxious gas. It's going everywhere. That's how I saw it. So that's what it is. It's a bit of a weird set. It's a especially defensive set, although Weezings are normally defensive. It's got the Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, then Sludge Bomb, and Strange Steam. This attack is ridiculous. If you've never played and don't know what the Strange Steam does, give it a shot. It's silly. Then we've got our Doctor here. Don't know if you know about Aromatese's pre-evolution. It's sort of shaped like one of the death masks from the Plague. So it just sort of reminded me of a Doctor. So that's what we got going here. Aromatherapy, Wish, Moonblast, and Protect. This thing is actually really frustrating to deal with. It takes hits pretty well, and it actually does fairly consistent damage with Moonblast on anything that doesn't resist it. So yeah, that's a fun Pokemon. Then we've got our shoppers here, so got all those arms going, grabbing stuff off of the shelves. Choice Band, Dynamic Punch, Stone Edge, Bullet Punch, and Knockoff, again with no guard. It just hits super hard, like it's really not fair, but great Pokemon to have, lots of fun. Then we have our Choice Scarf, Drama Queen here with U-Turn, Power Whip, High Jump Kick, and Knockoff. Again, lots of fun to deal with, hits pretty hard, and again, it's just an unusual Scarf user. Not many people have tried it or give it a shot. And then we've got our Bacteria with the Black Sludge, Aftermath, Spikes, Gunk Shot, Drain Punch, and Rock Blast. Rock Blast is for any sort of weak bug Pokemon that normally has a Focus Sash. It hits really hard and it catches people off guard. It is mainly there to get a little bit of spikes up and play havoc, but yeah, it works and it's a lot of fun. So, without further ado, I've got some games filmed and let's see what we've got. Alrighty guys, so this is the first game I had with this team that I felt was a good representation of what could happen. It was actually a really threatening team. Like, when you look at the other team, it's ridiculous. So I was pretty impressed when we finally came out on top. So let's see how we go here. He led with Excelgor. I led with Machamp. I was thinking, yeah, this isn't too bad. I went for a Stone Edge, I believe. Yep, perfect. Got that thing down to its sash. And then I went for another one, and he goes for Yawn, which was unfortunate. Great move on his part. Kind of smart. Then he goes into Salazzle, and I was like, you know what, if I just go for another Stone Edge, that'll kill this thing. But it goes for the substitute there, I fall asleep, and now I decide to switch into my Renucleus, which I think was an okay move. There wasn't really much else I could go for. This team's pretty weak to special attack and such, so I just go for the Psychic here, break the sub, and I'm pretty sure he goes for like Flamethrower or something silly, or even, yeah, no, he goes for the Sludge Bomb, almost kills us, and then I go for the Psychic, and that does take him out. Unfortunately, we also go down to Life Orb. Now he goes into Pinch Urchin, I go into my Serena. A little bit unsure what to do here, but I just go for a U-turn, sort of gauging how much damage that does into our Machamp. And he goes for the Discharge. That actually does a fair bit of damage, so I wasn't too keen with where that was going. He switches in his Hitmonlee, which then has the boost from the terrain. He goes for a Close Combat, that takes us out. So at the moment he's very fast and very strong. I decide to go into my Spread. He goes for the Poison Jab, that does pretty much nothing. And then the Strange Steam manages to take him out. At this point I'm thinking things are going pretty well. More Pico stuff comes in. I know that Strange Steam's going to take this thing out. Surprised of how much that Aura Wheel did. I haven't actually seen Morpeko really use that much, so wasn't expecting anything big. I decided I'm just going to stay in, go for the Strange Steam, and if he stays in, I'll do some damage, or if he doesn't kill me, I'll do some damage. Going into Drama Queen here, he's still outsped, just shows how fast that Barraskewda can be. Power Whip takes that thing out, and then we're going to go into he goes into Pinch Urchin, and I'm pretty sure we just knock it out with the Power Whip here. Drama Queen showing just how strong it can be. Pretty great game. Like, I was not expecting to win that, particularly seeing his team and all of the threats he had there. Anyways, let's see what game number 2 has for us. Again, as you can see, just a strong team, super powerful, lots of threats there. Lots of things that I really wasn't expecting to be in UU. Mainly the Chandelure and the Mamoswine, 2 big threats, and Umbreon just being a huge pain. But let's see how we go. I decided that I was going to lead with my Machamp here. He goes with Drapion. I just went straight for the Dynamic Punch and managed to take this thing out. That thing was not expecting it, I don't know. But again, super powerful. He then realizes that I am, of course, banded. So I go into Doctor here and don't take that nearly as well as I want to. But he stays in for some reason. I go for the Wish, and then I think I just go for a Protect to switch straight into Bacteria. Either Protect or switching into this was going to be a great move. He goes for the Knockoff, knocks off my Black Sludge, and then I just go for a layer of Spikes. Now I switched up because I was thinking, what if something swaps in here? He goes, stays in. It does a little bit of damage, but pretty much trivial amount. And then he makes a really strange move and goes into his Golisopod, which pretty much is almost dead. Now, and we outspeed because Golisopod's super slow. We get that emergency exit to play out, and now we're in a really good position. I was kind of hoping that he would overplay, maybe go for a Stealth Rocks, but he goes for the Earthquake, takes us out there. I did go for the Drain Punch, which would have done probably about 40%, 30%, which would have been great. I call this pretty well, go for the Knockoff. It was pretty obvious what he was going to do. Then he goes back into Drapion. I think, how about I just get rid of his... actually, no, I don't know why, but I went into Doctor. That was a really silly move on my part. But he starts to set up Toxic Spikes, which, again, is not good. It's bad. but I just go straight for a Moonblast. I kind of want this thing as Death Quarter now. I don't need it for anything in the back. And I just decide, how about we go for some Moonblast, see if we can get this thing low enough to kill with something priority or other. He then sets up, and I end up taking it down. So he's got 2 layers of Toxic Spikes now, which is not good for me. But at the same time, he doesn't have much left. Just go for a Moonblast, because I was going to go down to Toxic on the next turn anyway. He goes into Gold Spot, and right here I think I just go for a Stone Edge. Doom. Perfect. Now I'm feeling pretty confident about my decision, so all I have to do is swap out my Machamp. Doesn't matter who I go into, and then I just need to go for Dynamic Punches with him. So I decide just going for pretty sure I just go for a High Jump Kick here. No, I just went for a knockoff. I guess I was thinking residual damage will be more beneficial. I think I just sack here. Yeah, it seems like a move that I would make. But that does a ton of damage. Get rid of his Life Orb, and he just goes almost straight back up to full health, which is terrible. He goes for the Ice Shard, obviously not knowing about Serena's ability, the Queen's Magistrate. Amazing ability, by the way. Another reason why him as a choice, or her as a choice Scarfer is a really good move. Just go for a Dynamic Punch here, that'll take it out. And then he's going to send in his Umbreon and go for a Foul Play, I'm pretty sure. Which does a fair bit considering how strong I am, but we managed to take it out then. So for me, those are 2 pretty good games, pretty good examples of how this Corona team's meant to work. Pretty good teams that I was up against as well. It's a bit hard with the variation of Pokemon still left in Sword and Shield, obviously lower numbers, so you know, I think I did pretty well with that team. Hopefully you guys liked it. Alrighty guys, so hopefully you enjoyed my first video back after a while. If you haven't, please leave a like, comment and subscribe. If you did enjoy today's video, check out some of my others. I'm sure you'll like them just as much. Anyways,